Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Jev. This huge, brand new Black Ops 4 update has finally come out. This was the Nuketown update. I wasn't entirely sure, and for some reason they just reset everything, so I just have to get rid of all these green markers. Seems like every time that there's like some sort of update, it resets all of your items in here, and then you have to go through all of them all over again to get rid of the notification saying that you have new items. If you're new here, please be sure to subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps a lot more than you think. There's been a brand new update that was released with Nuketown. There was a bunch of weapon balancing and stuff like that, some perks and things like that that were also adjusted that is pretty much going to make us rethink how we're customizing a lot of our classes at this point. And also, obviously, we're just going to do Nuketown. So from the title of this video, as a sniper here, anything that happens to the sniper rifles on this game, I will know about. So looking at these patch notes here, I could probably put them down in the description, but I'll probably forget. But as you guys know, I am not a big fan of the Outlaw, but the Outlaw is the sniper rifle that got the majority of the little buffs here. I will actually say that this buff is pretty minor for most of these sniper rifles. I honestly don't even know if I need rapid fire anymore. I also want to try out a couple things now that I'm looking at it. Sniper rifle changes. The Outlaw has a slightly increased fire rate. It didn't need any more fire rate. The thing is virtually semi-auto at this point. Greatly reduced its idle sway, which I absolutely hated. I hate the default scope on this guy. It slightly increased its ADS speed, so it just, you know, scopes in a little bit faster, even faster, I guess. Updated its ADS rechamber animation to make it easier to stay on target. I wasn't really sure if that's what was really throwing me off about this gun, but I could never get a consistent shot with this gun. There was just something about it that just felt, I don't know. Usually the semi-autos that I was comfortable using, PSG-1, Barrett, things like that in the previous Call of Duties, they had a little bit of kick whenever you took the shots. And this gun kind of has that feeling like an M21 or a Dragunov, even though the Dragunov even had more recoil than this. But recoil now centers more reliably, and it increased its base damage by 10. This is only going to affect shots to kill an already damaged target in multiplayer only. So, what else do I want to put on here? I mean, I could go with rapid fire if I want. I mean, yeah, fuck it, whatever, we'll put it on there. So Diamond, little update on the Dark Matter grind. I was struggling last night with, I know it's gonna sound hilarious, but I was struggling with the LMGs last night. LMGs also ended up getting, all the patch notes are down there. I'll be sitting here for fucking 10 minutes just playing absolutely nothing. But what we're concentrating on is the fact that Nuketown is here. It's a snowy version of Nuketown in Russia. And a few of the sniper rifles ended up getting buffed. So the SDM ended up getting aim assist while not ADSing, just walking around hip firing and shit. The Koshka's recoil now centers more reliably after the first shot. I did notice it as an issue from time to time, but I just kind of got used to it myself. But being a Black Ops 1 sniper, I mean, that to me was never really a big deal, but it's probably more noticeable. Oh, and they also nerfed Ajax. Fuck you, Ajax. I'll stay on 8-8 because I don't know about turning all the way up to 10. I'm usually playing on 6 or so when I'm not using a sniper rifle. So changing it all at once right now might be a bad idea because I'm already not good with this gun. But let's see how this buff is. And obviously, let's see how Nuketown is. Oh, that was a weird shot, but it worked. This fire rate is busting. A lot of people during this whole Nuketown thing where, you know, obviously they were teasing it and stuff, and we knew that we were gonna end up getting Nuketown for free at one point. This thing has been pretty consistent. I haven't even gotten a hit marker yet. Obviously, this sniper rifle is going to be weaker than the other sniper rifles, just, you know, looking at it. There's a hit marker. There's another hit marker. So upper chest, you know, you're pretty much guaranteed to kill though. I've made, I think 2 videos at this point about how terrible and just inconsistent and just how bad the Outlaw feels. Shit, even some gameplay just doesn't look good from the thing. It just looks so spammy, and even though they technically did make it more spammy and just more consistent in general, it seems pretty crazy now. Obviously, I need more time with it, but I wonder if these normal lineups work. Yeah, the usual spots for Nuketown seem to be working. I think if I get used to this thing, it might be broken now. I don't even. Just note that this gun has been buffed, I think, 2 or 3 times at this point. So, I mean, that just goes to show you how bad it was in comparison to all of the other sniper rifles in the game. I mean, this thing is fast. Using Flak Jacket, and I'm noticing I'm surviving these explosions a little bit better now. I think Flak Jacket might actually be useful now. Maybe, can't guarantee that. And Specialist on Nuketown was a thing that everybody was worried about. Trying to imagine some Nuketown Domination just straight spawn trapping, and just imagining Torque and other characters just sitting in doorways with their fucking... Hello? Okay, well, they had the outro thing just like they had from Black Ops 3 when everything exploded. Now this one has like a missile launch at the end. Oh, and I got a tier skip. Now you get a daily tier skip for your first win of the day, I believe. So they're increasing the rates now, so that's a good thing. Now we got Domination. Now we're gonna see how the real Nuketown is gonna be played. By the way, the setup at the moment is high cal, quick draw, and rapid fire. I didn't really see much of a point to put anything else on besides maybe hybrid mag. I'm like pretty much always running acoustic sensor, and if I'm not at least running acoustic sensor, I'm running dead silence. I'm always at some point either running acoustic sensor with dead silence, or dead silence by itself, or acoustic sensor by itself. I'm always using it. Could actually put on those specialists to just see how it would affect the game, really, to just hold their spawns and stuff, and it probably would be really beneficial to run torque on these maps, but I'd feel like such a dirty scumbag if I did that. I could just imagine having them trapped all on A and then just putting razor wires everywhere, but then again, I think a whole bunch of people are going to be running rockets and shit because they know the kill streaks are coming. All right, I gotta remember that this thing fires incredibly fast, so I just need to use it. Armor is a good counter to the Outlaw, though. Guess I'll try to cap A, see how this looks. Yeah, so maybe the buffed flak jacket is a pretty good thing on this map, just say. Buff flak jacket, maybe even some engineer, I don't know, man. It's pretty... As expected, Nuketown is just chaos. I don't... Oh no. I didn't think that would actually kill him. See how the Koshka's feeling with the recentering thing. We got B back. They're blowing everything up though. There were a lot of people because of, you know, the worry about specialists and pretty much how they affect the entire game. There were people that were asking for modes that don't have all of the special equipment and all that shit, but I feel like even if they do it, it's just not gonna work out exactly the way that, I don't know, people are thinking it will. I think even when they go and if they do make that game mode, which I feel like they probably will at some point because of like how passionate people seem about that demand, I don't feel like that playlist will be populated very long. Yeah, we're gonna lose this game right at the end because we can't get B back. As predicted, I mean, the spawns are just absolutely ridiculous and over the top. I mean, we have to get on B. We have to get on B. B, 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 B. All right, the team clutched it up. All right, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't believe. I went 41 and 42. As expected, Nuketown is just ridiculous. It's over the top. It's just chaotic. I mean, there's really just nothing else to be said about it. Everybody knows how Nuketown plays out. As far as specialists goes, yeah, they're pretty crazy. Yeah, they're everywhere. I didn't run into the full teams of Torque and all that shit yet, but that's bound to happen. There's definitely going to be some gross compositions that people are going to run on this map. So as far as the Outlaw goes, I mean, it's definitely better. I don't know if it's still my style of sniper rifle. I never really liked it to begin with. Oh, and also Blackjack's shop is here, which I guess you just use COD points to buy whatever is in here. So what the fuck is it? All right, there's a basketball emote. There's nice gold outfit for Battery. Metallic for my boy Crash. There's one for Ruin here, one for Sarah. Random tag that I don't give a shit about. I think this item shop, especially for the first day, is pretty lackluster, to be honest. I think the only one that's even kind of cool is this gesture here and this gold outfit. This actually is not that bad, but Call of Duty and their cosmetic, we want camos and shit, honestly. As far as skins for our characters and stuff, like, yeah, they're cool, but over the years, I mean, for every good outfit, we got 5 terrible outfits. I mean, they just look really bad. And I understand some of them are trying to be serious and they don't want to be colorful and over the top, and I'm not even saying they need to be colorful. It's just, they're always, I don't know, really lackluster and sometimes not even really noticeable, not something I think about. I've never joined a game and looked at somebody and been like, damn, look at that outfit he has on. I just never thought of that for any Call of Duty, so it was more or less based on their camos and shit. But yeah, definitely go and check out Nuketown, try out the Outlaw. I think the Outlaw at this point is probably in a good spot. I think increasing its damage with how crazy its fire rate is at the moment is, it might be a little bit overkill. And honestly, I might not even need to use rapid fire and then just put something else in its place. Probably not even another equipment. Maybe the hybrid mags. And Flak Jacket actually seemed to do its job better than it was usually doing. So Flak Jacket ended up getting buffed, so you can try that out as well. Other perks got buffed as well, but just go and check that out down in the description for the full patch notes. And yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. My most recent videos are popping up on the screen here. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, and yeah, it's FaZe Jev, guys. Later. Pussy in my DNA.